All right. Just wanted to get you started here. This is a surprise stream, so yeah, I was expecting this. Um, but here we are, first stream on the new computer, and yo yo yo, Matt Kenzer, hello. If you're wondering why I made this stream called Big Lil Big L, is for specific reason. Um, so Bubba Wallace just won the race. Unless otherwise inspection happens and he fails. But he won the race, and Mr. Johansson like went on a rant on YouTube, and I figured I'd have my own comment. So I just wanted to go over that to kind of laugh at him and poke little holes in his argument because it's really funny to me. So we'll just bring her over here. So this is what he says. It takes an experienced Cup driver 2 whole seasons. Oh yeah, McDowell would have won. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be better, but he says it takes experienced Cup driver 2 whole seasons in JGR equipment to finally get a win, and suddenly people are freaking out, acting like as if he was good because of it. This is what he's saying basically. And now I don't agree with this for multiple reasons. One, Bubba Wallace he does have the stats to back him. In the last 9 races, he's gotten 6 top 10 finishes, 6 of the last 9 races, and of the last 9 races again, 4 of those are top fives, including his win at Kansas. So obviously, he's had some momentum. But yeah, his argument is that it took him too long to catch up. Um, Now, this is a terrible argument, and it's kind of one that you only can play off of when you are in defense. You're backed into a corner. Um, Next part of Late Night Pain will be another day. We'll see that for another day. But just saying because there's a lot of drivers that take more than 2 seasons to get a win. Let's talk about a couple of them. First of all, Chase Elliott. His first Cup year was in 2016. First Cup year was 2016 and did races in 2015. He didn't win until 2018. How many years is that? It's like 2.5 years right there. So, terrible argument. Ryan Blaney, 2 years. Who else we got in here? Larson started winning pretty much right away, so you really can't say much about Larson. But basically, what I'm saying is this is a terrible argument to make because some of our top drivers take longer to get wins. So to act like Bubba Wallace is terrible or is not that good just because it took him 2 years to get a win is a terrible argument. It only shows that he's been backed into a corner here. And again, this isn't political bias. This is me just looking at the stats and seeing that Bubba Wallace is literally on fire right now, and is in a good streak. That could change, of course. It always does. Um, but this is just me looking at the stats. So, first of all, I mean, again, this could all change. Just because he gets a win doesn't mean he is a championship contender. It doesn't mean he is a great driver. It just means that he's found the speed, and I think that he's kind of just backed into a corner. So basically, if we just go down to here, let's go down these comments. So Eric Jones puts up significantly better stats than JGR, yet everybody calls him a bust. If everyone called Eric Jones a bust, just imagine people would be calling Bubba if he wasn't black. That is awful. That is a terrible argument. Um, First of all, ouch. 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 I'll get to that in a second. But Eric Jones makes sense why he'd put up significantly better stats to JGR. For one, Eric Jones, he's a pretty good driver. I mean, everyone can agree he's a good driver. But two, he also was racing for JGR. That's a little bit different here between JGR and 2311. And I'm not gonna lie, they get similar cars, but there's a big difference between a championship winning team for multiple years, multiple championships between Kyle Busch. He's gotten some championships, and then obviously a lot of contenders. Hamlin, Truex, they've contended for championships. Bobby Labonte, he got a championship. So I think the stream, I just wanted to make the argument, and then we'll have some fun later today. I just really was ticked off at him for this, and I figured I would show all y'all this stupid argument. So, and no, was Eric Jones ever really called a bust? I mean, I think he might have been called it a little bit back in 2020, because he didn't really have a good season. Yeah, if you don't want to be here for this part, I totally understand. But I'll be on later, probably doing Roblox, which we'll see is apparently not Mr. Johansson's type of content, so that's unfortunate. I'm kind of pissed too. It doesn't matter about political stuff, but this isn't about politics. I think this is just someone's bias getting in the way of looking at actual stats. And again, I try to keep my stream a little bit politically centered. And obviously I have a bias too. I'm not going to say that I'm not politically biased, but I think there's a difference between politics and just looking at stats. Oh my gosh, I forgot Matt Kenzer's here. I totally forgot. Yo, Matt Kenzer. I gotta make a paint scheme for him. Okay. That's cool. So I don't think it's because he's black that they're saying he doesn't suck. I think it's because he won, maybe, is why I'm saying he's a good driver, and his stats prove it. I don't think it's because he's black. And he could have been a bust. I mean, he could have been out of the Cup Series a couple years. But I don't think he's a bust anymore. Now let's go into arguments. Also, Bubba has done many incredibly immature and childish things. Now, these arguments aren't about skill set, so again, this is more or less personal opinion. You could have an opinion on Bubba Wallace, but personally, this isn't about what you think about him as a person. This is more or less about, his stats. Seriously, don't know why people simp over him very much. I mean, again, nothing really important to say about that. Larry Jones was in a better Joe Gibbs car. Not a fair comparison. Oh look, you're here. Okay, and then I said he moved the goalpost because first of all, he did pretty much. I think most of these people moved the goalpost because they all, after his Talladega win, they're all like, well, he's not going to get a win on a regular track, or he's not going to get a win other than luck. First of all, it started with he's not going to get a win. Then he gets a win. He's not going to get a win based off of luck. And then he gets a win based off of actually driving his car. And now it's turned into, well, he's not going to win the championship. Like, you see that this argument is just being backed into a corner. Because you can't, his bias gets in the way of admitting that Bubba Wallace is a good driver. So I said goalpost moved, and then Crybaby ban you. You want to see how upset this man gets? He said, Crybaby banned you. Thumbs up. Now go back to your posting bad diecast reviews and unfunny Roblox Let's Plays. Oh my god! Now that doesn't show that you have gotten your argument right. I think I have a Twitter. I just don't use it that much. I have a second hobby. It's severe weather. I use it for severe weather, but I might make a Twitter. Even if I really don't want to go on Twitter though. Twitter is like a health place. Um, so yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry to all you guys. Um, apparently my content sucks. And that's very unfortunate. That you guys are stuck watching my content. And I really am. I apologize. I apologize for making very bad content. Um, and he banned me. I think it's saying he banned me, which is kind of funny. Mister, I don't like censorship, and then immediately bans me because I have a different opinion than him. So you can just go, I guess, touch grass maybe. Um, Good win for him. It was feeling like he's indicated as future cup champion. I mean, I agree, but I think that's more or less like the end of the race hype. For determining he's good or not. Dude is overrated. I mean, I don't know. I think he's trying to help a little bit. That said, if anyone else puts the stats of equipment, I don't want to acknowledge that he's a pay driver. I said goalpost moved again. I kept saying that just to troll him a little bit. And I do agree. He has been probably moving the goalpost, if not on his content, totally in his mind. And I don't think he's a pay driver because, I mean, let me change my argument here. I think he came in because of sponsorship, but I think that, same with Chase Elliott, same with Denny Hamlin. They have sponsors that carry them in the Cup Series. But guess what? They also have skill. They're also really good drivers. There you go. So again, great argument by Hunt Rod. Same cars. Yeah, but the thing is, there's a difference between a Gibbs car and a 2311 car. There's different funding. There's different equipment. There's different Gibbs drivers. One, they have the multiple years of experience behind the team. They have the season-long veteran crew chiefs. They have the crew members that are season-long. They have all of this. 2311 is in their literal second season. And you're going to act like their cars are just as good as Joe Gibbs Racing, I think, is just trying to make an argument out of this. So, yeah. Last thing is... Yeah. Not hating. I corrected you. I think you are hating now. And then... Yeah, of course... A Noose incident, of course. That's why everyone hates him now. So it looks like all of his anger was directed at me. Maybe because of... Yikes. I'm gonna stop hating lol. I mean, the facts are not on your side. The facts are not. You can see that. In the midst of his development. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. Christopher Bell. He started in 2019, won in 2020. I'm sorry. Sorry, did he win in 2020? No, he won in 2021. It took him 2 years to win a race. But he's in the midst of his development. Bubba Wallace, he's been in way too long. Way too long. And again, Bell's a really good driver, so that makes sense. That's pretty funny. That yeah, that makes me laugh. I love those people. They make my day. He would have been vegan. Could you end right? I know. I wouldn't say that entirely, just so I can try to stay on the logic train here. Um, but I would like to think that he would say that. Um, and of course, Southeast Cup Series don't like that. And then Mr. Johansson steps in and is like, "We're coming to hijack this replies. I thanks for sharing my post, hating on me, all publicity." He wasn't even hating on him. I don't even understand. Of course, move the goalpost. He won a race. Derek Cope won a race. And again, he could flop. But, like, I hate how they always, like, something happens that's like, oh, well, we're wrong, but we could just move the goalpost over a little bit further. And, yeah. The better stuff, 43. Yeah, I mean, again, Eric Jones is a good driver, too. Eric Jones has been racing since 2017 as well. I think some drivers just take longer to develop, and I think that Bubba Wallace has finally gotten into his mojo. And unfortunately, I think he's putting all of his... This is my only criticism with Bubba Wallace. He's putting all of his attention into stopping haters rather than into doing what he does best, and that's win races and be consistent. Mainly because he's spent, like, his last 3 years getting hate, which is... I mean, again, if I was in his position, I would want to prove everyone wrong. I mean, I totally understand why he's in that spot, because he literally just gets hate on all the time. So, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get him more wins, but if that's any criticism I'm going to have for him, that's what's going to be. Yeah, you go try to touch grass, exactly what I said. I mean, I wasn't here when Jimmy Johnson got his 7th title, but I'm sure this is probably... I mean, again, Bubba Wallace, probably there's a lot of hype behind him because, you know, he's been very much on fire for the last, like, 9 weeks or so. Um, again, Bubba Wallace. Oh yeah, I think he changed his first comment, and um, he made fun of me for being a Roblox streamer. So I just want to say, if you're here, Mr. Johansson, I want to say I really appreciate it that you're watching this channel and giving me views, because I agree. I love all the people who watch my channel, even people with opinions as dumb as yours. I very much so thank you for watching the channel. So yeah, you don't have to come back ever again. I don't want you to come back. Don't come back. Don't touch this channel ever again. And again, I'm allowed to comment on yours because free speech. But don't ever come back. But I appreciate the views, and I will, you know, take those views that you gave me. So yeah, thank you. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this. Oh yeah, I already went over that. I crybaby, I'm so sorry. I'm such a crybaby. And again, yeah, I'm a crybaby. The one who just banned me. I'm the crybaby, not you. Not you. You're not the crybaby. Um, but yeah, good job of making yourself look like an idiot. So yeah, I'll take this one. I'll take this W. Um, and again, um, I don't care about politics in this. I just know that he definitely does. So that's why he decided to whine about it. I mean, again, I have my political opinions. I'm not gonna say that I'm not biased, but I think that if I were to see that Bubba Wallace just got this way out of nowhere and didn't have any consistency lately, then I would say that this probably wasn't more indicative of his skills, rather just he had a fast car. But in this case, he has been really consistent and has been on fire, so it's more or less consistent of me saying that he is doing a good job. So let's also, I don't even know what videos he makes. Oh wait, he makes videos of crashes just like me. So I guess he couldn't judge my Anno 2003 videos because then he would just be judging himself. He can only judge the Roblox part. Um, Obviously the Roblox is the one where you guys join me. We have a good time, with friends and stuff. Um, you know, so he obviously has no room to judge me on any of that stuff. Oh yeah, and he also just posts. He just gets hundreds of thousands of views of just reposting other content. So yeah, good career. You made a great career out of this. And this is all the attention I'm gonna give to him. I'm done after this. If he says anything back, I'm gonna leave it to the comment section. I'm not gonna make any sort of content on it, um, even if I really think it's super necessary, because my brain cells can only handle enough. Oh yeah, also, what's his name? Jimbo Racing. The brainlet himself. Had another bad take. Um, so yeah. Let me find him. What did he say again? So basically, Jimbo responded to this whole thing. And again, another person with lots of subscribers. Um, I mean, I've been always sub to Jimbo too. And again, he just also likes to repost NASCAR highlights. So a lot of effort into his content. Obviously, good job. He got 6,000 subscribers from reposting content, and he's probably, I don't know if he's making money off of it, but again, if he does any other videos, I mean, these videos he does put effort into, so I'll give it to him. But like, he's other channels that just have highlights and stuff. So, I'll take that back a little bit. He does put effort into his content. Maybe not the highlight clip stuff. And obviously, if you guys have seen him, he's been getting into it a lot with Hender Chase 9. So yeah, one time he deleted one of my comments, which is kind of funny, which is not the first time this happened. So yeah, and then he got mad when Hendrick Chase and I was deleting his comments because he said that at least he doesn't delete his comments, but he's totally fine with deleting other people's comments. So yeah, Bubba gets his first win in a JGR car after 2 years. Why does this bum have a ride? Shows Garrett Smithley doing these mediocre. I don't know if there's supposed to be the one word there. Bubba. Doing these mediocre Bubba results, then he would have lost his ride last season. I don't think that Garrett Smithley would have a ride in the first place. And again, sponsors do matter. That's how Bubba got in the car, mixed with some of his results. And again, his Xfinity career wasn't even that good, but I think that he has been able to sort of find his place and find his rhythm. So yeah, what else? And again, Jimbo said a lot of stupid stuff. I mean, he's like probably the dumbest channel out there for bad takes. Doesn't matter on what subject. He just can find a way to make terrible takes out of everything. I think there's only been one take that I've ever agreed with him on. So yeah. Whatever. There's his channel if you want to subscribe to him if you agree with him, but I'm sure he'll appreciate the publicity, but whatever. You'll get plenty of subscribers from my channel, totally. But yeah, with that being said, I'm pretty much done with this whole. Yeah, they were both pretty terrible to each other, but the only thing that makes me a little annoyed at Jimbo, was that he wouldn't stop. Just give me a second. Yep. No, I'll get it in a second. My only problem with it was that he didn't like stop, um, like antagonizing him, which is kind of disrespectful, but whatever. I know. He does have a couple of them that just literally always um, act like he's always like the smartest thing ever, which is kind of funny. But yeah, um, am I even allowed to comment in his channel anymore? Oh yeah, and he features Jimmo Racing, which is kind of funny. So yeah, that's it with that. I need to get some stuff done tonight. I gotta re-download Anarchism 3 because it's broken, and I have some plans tonight. So I just wanted to really talk about this utter stupidity that was them two kind of coalescing their couple of brain cells together to make a terrible argument. With that being said, I again whatever. Yeah, they are pretty bad. Um, my stream is experiencing a little bit of problems, so I figured that this might just be the good time to end it. Quick stream, but it was really only to talk about the controversy rather than to do anything else. Um, so yeah, I might be on later tonight for some Roblox for fun. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow or Tuesday. And if not that, then I'll see you guys Wednesday for a Crash compilation, not Roblox. So yeah, totally, totally, totally took an L there. I'm a crybaby, of course. I'm just gonna change my diaper actually, and obviously, I'm very sad to be banned by Mr. Johansson. I really am very sad to be banned from that amazing content, which is just basically the same content that I make, but like less realistic, and also just reposts actual things that happen from racing, which is definitely not clever at all. Oh yeah, Matt Kensler. See you in the next one. Best driver of all time. I do want to make a Matt Kensler paint scheme. I'm glad that we have made a Matt Kensler running joke now. Um, that makes me very happy that my channel has grown to a point where I can just actually have a joke that's between me and all of my subscribers. So with that being said, that's it for me. We're very close to 500 subs. Very close. Two off. 498. So I'll make a. I want to do a 6 hour long live stream and then a ultimate crash compilation. I think during the same week whenever I plan that out. I just stubbed my toe and now it's bleeding. So I think this is a good time to leave. Um, yeah. With that being said, take the L, Mr. Johansson, take the L, Jimbo Racing, and